Hi, this is Jim with ProfitTrading.com. Come to my website. You can sign up for the premium newsletters, Best Stocks newsletter, Best Penny Stocks newsletter, and my trading course. I think it's the best information you'll find on trading, so please sign up for some of the products. Okay, let's take a look at some commodity markets here. This is Track and Trade software. You can get a free trial for that on my site too, and I'm a big believer in this Track and Trade software. Live cattle. I would have went short February live cattle in the newsletter right back here because of these red bars here, and that's the bulls and bears system on this track and trade software. But we were already short lean hogs, so I didn't go short live cattle because you're kind of, even though a lot of times they'll trade a little different, you're kind of trading the same market sometimes. And I didn't want to get too much going at once. So anyway, live cattle has broken sharply here, and it's still in a downtrend. It's below the 10-8 bands. These are the high-low bands, and odds are with more downside. Even though there might be counter trend rallies, but right now live cattle looks like it's in a major downtrend. Now lean hogs, I'll jump ahead to that here because this is the trade we actually did take in my premium commodity newsletter. And we went short right on the break of these two bars here on this bar, and we're still short, and the trend's down. You can see the momentum is strong down. This looks like a reversal bar. I don't think the trend's down, so I think this has a long ways to go, so we're staying short. Again, if you're taking my newsletter and you want to take profits here, that's fine. That's a judgment call. Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, this market probably, if it rallies, it will just rally back up into this area somewhere, just to make a 2, 3, 4 day counter trend correction. But you never know, this could be a low. So right now I think it's going to continue lower, so I'm holding short. Okay, so lean hogs is looking bearish. Let's look at the weekly chart on that real quick, just because this market has broke so hard. Now see, the weekly chart has red bars, which is bearish. Monthly chart, again, red bars. So I really think this market is going to continue lower from here. Okay, cocoa, this is one we're short in the premium commodity newsletter, and we went short. Let's see here. We went short way back. And if you want me to teach you how to trade these bands and some of this other stuff, again, consider signing up for my trading course. But we went short cocoa, clear back in here. I can't remember the exact day. I think it was right here we went short. And now we've rolled over to that was actually the December contract we went short. Now we've rolled over to March, and we're holding short because I think this is just, again, this is kind of going sideways here, but I think that's just a counter trend, against the trend correction. The trend is down, and I think this is going to break and it's going to continue lower. Now let's take a look at the weekly chart there. Yeah, see the weekly chart's red bars. Looks like a little bear flag here. See, if you look on the weekly chart, this is probably going to be a resistance area, and I expected cocoa to head lower. So we're short cocoa and we're holding short, and we've already made a nice profit, and now we've rolled over into March. So we're not going to lose on this trade for sure. If it kept rallying, which I don't think it's going to do, we would just get out of the trade, and then we would, be break even or something. But I think this is a resistance area right up here, and I think this is about as high as it's going to go. Might go a little higher than that. Okay, coffee's another strong downtrend. A lot of this stuff is probably revolving around the big drop in crude. I usually don't try to bunch the markets together and say this market's doing this because of this, but when crude's going down, it's deflationary, and these markets are probably going to head lower. Now coffee, this is just in a nice downtrend here, and odds are with lower prices the bands show the downtrend and the bars are red, so I would stay short coffee. I don't really trade in my newsletter just because it's such an expensive market. It's just I do actually trade JO in the stock newsletter, and we are actually short JO, which is the coffee ETF. And I think what I'm going to start doing is putting those trades out in my premium commodity newsletter for coffee, I might just use the ETF, but I haven't really done that yet. But I think that's about the only way we can trade coffee. But we are short coffee, JO, in the stock newsletter, which I trade ETFs. I trade stocks and ETFs. Now here's corn, and corn has been in an uptrend. This is a daily chart. It's been in an uptrend. I still think that's a counter trend correction, even though it's been quite a big correction. I think this is a counter trend correction, and if you look at the weekly chart, it's still, this is a downtrend, and I think this is a counter trend correction, and I think this is probably a topping area. If we put a Fibonacci on here, see, that's getting to be right at a 50% correction, counter trend correction on the weekly time frame. So I think the top is in for corn. This is the time of year where corn is bearish. Normally, again, that doesn't always happen, but I wouldn't be surprised to see corn. It's about 409 on the continuation contract here, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it head back down here and make a double bottom. That's what I would look for corn to do. Again, I follow the markets. I really don't predict them, but just that's what if we are predicting, that's what I would predict it to do. Cotton, we'll look at that a different day. Natural gas is in a downtrend. I think that's going to head lower. Usually, just if the trend's down, I stick with it. And this is a trade I saw, but I just didn't take because we were in a lot of different things. But see how it's broken, and the bands still show a downtrend. The momentum's down. The bulls and bears bars are red. So this is in a, let's see, weekly chart. The bulls and bears bars are red. So let's take a look at monthly chart. Okay, those bars are red. So this market is probably going to head back down. I wouldn't be surprised to see natural gas come back down and test that low in the future. So I'm bearish natural gas right now. Again, with more market action, if natural gas showed some bullish signs and turned around and gave some buy signal, then I would change my opinion. I just follow what the chart's telling me at the time. I don't try to predict too much into the future, but when you're doing a video like this, it's kind of hard not to predict. I did actually put out a sell signal for gold in tonight's newsletter. I think this is just a counter trend correction. You can tell it's just kind of a sloppy upward sideways, and now we got this red bulls and bears bar. Now there are different settings on this bulls and bears. This is a proprietary setting that I've come up with. It's basically, it's not my own setting, but it's one of the settings. They give you choices, and this is the one I picked to use, and I don't always use this one. It depends on if what the market's doing. If I want to be aggressive, I use this one. If I want to be a little more careful, I use a different setting. So, but on this setting right now on gold, I did take it on this red bar, and it's not. I just don't go by just the bulls and bears system. I also go by chart patterns and different technical indicators. So, but I did put out a sell signal for gold tonight. Now that's got to be hit for the trade to be good. I have a trigger point down here somewhere, and if that's not hit, then it's not a trade. Like tomorrow, if gold heads higher from here, then that's not a valid trade. My trigger price has got to be hit, and I've found out that is a very important part of the trade. That having that a little technique I use to get in a little bit below this bar here. I have a little calculation I use, and that will keep us out of a lot of bad trades. Okay, oats. We went short oats, and we're really ahead on that one. Basically, now this one I used a different setting on bulls and bears. Let's see. This one I used a different setting. This is the setting I used on this one, just because of the chart pattern. I had a little different feel for this market. And again, it's not all the bulls and bears system. I want to stress that because I don't want you to just think, okay, it's easy. There's the red bar, short it. Because when it works out, it looks good, but it doesn't always work out like this because sometimes when the market's choppy, these bulls and bears, green and red bars will be choppy just like the market. So you gotta know the chart pattern. You gotta know some technical indicators, and then I do use these to help me though. This is a big part of what I do. And we went short here. Again, we could have taken a profit, but what I'm doing on these in my newsletter most of the time is I'm trying to go for the big profits. So we're still holding short oats. I still think this is a counter trend correction, just like I showed in some other markets. And I think basically that oats is going to head lower from here. Let's see if I can, gotta turn that around. Yeah, I think oats is going to head lower from here. That's what I'm expecting. That doesn't mean it's going to happen, but we're short oats and we're holding short. Um, let's see. Okay, soybeans. Let's look at soybean oil. I haven't looked at that for a while. I'm basically bearish the grains right now, and then that shows here. The bars are red. Um, let's see the weekly time frame, red. So this is in a downtrend. So yeah, I think the grains are going to continue lower. This is a monthly chart of soybean oil. I mean, it's in a downtrend. That's all there is to it. And this, um, I think the next couple days I might be. This is December. Well, it was December 17th. It's December 18th now because it's past midnight. But the next couple days, I think I might put in a sell on regular soybeans. Um, Here we got the red bars. Again, I go by the chart pattern and the momentum indicators. And this isn't. I use a lot of different indicators. Um, I look at like stochastics. I look at MACD. I look at this advanced decline line, and there's a number of other ones. And actually, that advanced decline line is still above on a buy signal, so that would maybe make me wait a little bit. That's actually why I'm not sure yet on soybeans, but I think I'm going to put on a sell signal on this, but I'm waiting for another couple days action. So that's some of the markets I'm looking at in my newsletter, and that's some of the things we're looking at in the Premium Advisor newsletter. And please sign up for the newsletter, and please continue to watch my videos. Thanks, Jim, ProfitTrading.com.